Hi, okay, welcome to your video that will teach you how to cite an internet source. So I'm in your packet and I am on number 11 here. Little kickback to the 90s, calling it the World Wide Web, but that's how MLA refers to it. So you can see here they want us to start with the name of the author. Well, the source that I chose for my topic, I purposely chose some that was missing some of the information to show you how we can dive right into the other parts of the citation. So keeping up with my effects of banned books on schools, I went to the ALA.org. Now remember, we want to strive for .orgs, .edus, .govs. Typically those are going to be our more credible sources, with the exception, of course, of wikipedia.org, but that still takes you to some credible places. So I can't find an author because mine is done by a group, by a corporation. So I just dive right on into the next part. So the title of my article is Censorship in Schools. Now, websites are the hardest type of source, I think, to make because you have to dig for a lot of the information and it's always not just right out there, and sometimes it can be confusing. So you need to have patience with the website source. Okay, next it wants me to write the title of the overall website. Okay, well, that is for me ALA.org. So I don't know if you remember back to the days where you had to write out the whole website. We don't have to do that anymore, but we do need to give them credit here. We underline it to tell ourselves that we're going to have to italicize it later on the works cited page, but we can't write in italics, so we just underline it. The next thing that it wants us to do is come up with the version number. That is nearly impossible to find on a lot of sources. It's typically the version of the browser that they used or whatnot. So we'll go ahead and skip right over into the sponsoring institution or organization. You can find that many times on the back page. So mine is American Library Association. So I just skip my line here, indent in. Okay, and then next it wants the date of electronic publication. Again, the last page is the place where you can find that. You can see it says 1996 to 2013. I choose my most recent one, so I'll put in 2013. And then it simply just wants me to write the word web, which means I got it off of the web. Again, you don't have to copy in that whole long, massive address that you used to have to do. Just writing the word web is fine. And then it asks to write in the date of access. That's the date that you accessed the information on the internet. So we write dates a little bit differently in MLA format. We put the number of the month, or it's the 3rd. So we put that first, then we write the month, and then we write the year. And that's it. I will of course come up here and add my last name and first initial like on the other sources. Now up here, to help us with organizing our outline and our note cards, I asked that you put the last name of the author of the source. Well, since there is no author of this source, we'll just go ahead and put in the first word of the title of the website, because that's how we will end up citing it in our paper for our in-text citations. So there you have it, easy enough. That's how you cite a website. Please feel free to see me